I feel so bad for Theory. Look at his face. Look at his face. Watch. This is so sad that they could do this to a super Star Wars fan like this. Oh, God. I think he's like trending number 3 right now or something like that. Like, oh, man. Well, let's check this out. I'm going to give my condolences before Theory. Okay. And let's watch this.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. What an abhorrent episode. What an absolute mockery.
The travesty
Of what George Clooney was like.
You can't say it. You gonna say George Clooney? George Clucas?
The whole thing was just like a therapy session, essentially, for Leslie Headland. I mean, this is atrocious.
Yeah.
How is this writing and directing allowed? How $180 million?
Look at this chat.
Twice the budget of the Kenobi show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Acolyte. The one argument that anyone can make.
Someone said to me the other day, they asked me in the comments, and I answered, it says, this is the worst Star Wars show ever? I'm like, yes. I can't think of a series that is worse than this. What Star Wars series is worse than this? I'll wait. All right, let me know. You might think it's the Book of Boba Fett or something. I don't think it is. I actually kind of enjoyed that. Like, when I found out how many people hated it, I was like, I didn't think it was that bad. But I got it. I haven't wanted to watch it again. The only thing that I've wanted to watch again is The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. That's it. That's it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I haven't wanted to watch Kenobi at all. Yeah.
And I've already gone 10 steps ahead of it. Is that these are some subsect of witches, and they have their own idea of the Force.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Don't introduce that as a new way of explaining the Force. The Force surrounds us. It binds us together. Midichlorians exist. They are in every single one of our cells. Well, in Star Wars. Here I am getting too literal. Explaining the Force as a thread that you can pluck and pull on. I'd really love for them to divulge into that, because it doesn't really make all that much sense. And that's
the only thing I can think of is it's kind of like religion, because it kind of is their religion. You know, people had say there are many paths to God, to salvation. You know, so someone might be Muslim, someone might be Christian, someone might be Hindu, someone might be Buddhist. Okay? They all speak of a higher power. There are similarities within them, different virtues, different practices that are very similar throughout these religions. And yet at the end there is salvation, nirvana, there's heaven, you know, there is your reward. So it may be something like that. That's me trying to make it work. You see what I'm saying? Trying to make it work. So in other words, this is their theory of how the Force works. The way George explained it is how it truly works. But this is how they view it and how they teach it.
It's just not how the Force works. Yeah, we have about 40 to 50 years of how the Force works, explained by George Lucas, and it takes one episode of a $180 million project created by someone who is so far from understanding what Star Wars is to try and explain to us what the Force now is. Please, give me a break. I understand you want to put your stamp of your name on Star Wars and all that, but if you haven't learned from Rian Johnson, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. This is, you're...
Yeah, you know what? I'd rather watch The Last Jedi than watch this right now. From what I've seen I would rather watch The Last Jedi than watching this. I'm still gonna have to close my eyes when Luke squirts the milk out the titty, the Space Walrus's titty, and drinks it. That disgusts me. I can't stand watching that. But Rian Johnson now has a vacation from probably being the most quote-unquote hated name in Star Wars. Well, Kathleen Kennedy gets, I think, most of it probably. But, Rian Johnson's getting it for a long time. They're talking about giving him another trilogy or whatever, or another movie, and we ain't heard nothing about that. Because they know. Fans will snap if he makes something else. What was I going to say? Yeah, so now Leslie's going to have to deal with all this. And look, they're not deaf. They're not deaf to us. They're not blind. They see what we write and they hear what we say. And they're still doing it. And apparently, hello everybody, here's my review. What's her name? Grace Randolph. Grace, apparently, I was listening to a video today while doing some cardio, and they said that she posted something talking about, it's like, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but it's not a good idea for these actors to take roles in these series, in movies anymore, because the hate isn't worth it. Think about it. That's what I said. This is why when there's people out there saying, I don't blame the actors, they're just taking a job. And I say, no, okay? I am an actor, and even though I have not gone mainstream and I've done small projects, the more and more that I've seen them destroy this as a fan, and I'm somebody that cares about the characters that I play, there is no way in hell I'll get a side job at Mickey D's, late work and late nights, and do auditions during the day to make my ends meet, because there's no way I'm betraying myself as an actor, myself as a fan, and the rest of the fandom by making garbage that is betraying us. I'm not going to do it. So that's it. And the fact that these actors are either so hungry or so desperate for a check or fame, I don't know what their motivations are, but I do know actors in my life, and I know that some of them take parts because they want to break into mainstream so badly, or they need a paycheck so badly that they take what they can get. But these managers and these agents need to teach them, and these actors need to take it upon themselves to know that they are a brand within themselves, and they cannot take roles that could possibly destroy their careers.
Just going to piss a lot of people off. And don't take my words for it. In the coming days, we're going to see reviews that will be explaining 10 million times more eloquently than I ever could by so many people, so many fans, about how this is just a ridiculous episode in so many different ways. The fire, for example, the fire on a brick wall, the whole goddamn mountain burns down from one lantern? No, please. The Jedi don't...
I could have swore there was an explosion. I don't even want to go back and watch it, but I could have swore there was an explosion because I remembered someone saying, yeah, it's like a fire. She burns the whole place to the ground, and then all of a sudden there's just a pile of dead witches, and it's like, wait, what? And when I was watching, I was like, oh, there's an explosion. Maybe they were all in that room and they all got hit with the explosion. Okay. And I just kept watching. Oh, by the way, I need to upload my reaction. I haven't even uploaded it. It wasn't even a priority. Because, check this out. I uploaded my last reaction to my YouTube memberships. YouTube memberships lets me know how many views that I get. I don't think Patreon lets you know how many views you get, right? It said 2 views. I'm like, and this was like a few days in. I was like, 2 views. I was like, I knew it. No one cared to watch my reaction to this because no one cares about the Acolyte, okay? But I still want to upload it for people that want to see it. But I've seen the other stuff that I've done, like stuff that I was going back and I was like looking through stuff like House of the Dragon and The Boys, and memberships always gets less views than regular videos. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain amount of people that are your super fans that go on memberships, and they would have a few hundred views, okay, versus 2 for the Acolyte. Let's just show you some screenshots.
Really care to go and stop every child who has the Force potentially, let alone with
and I thought Anakin was too old, but they wanted to run to train them girls, right?
Go to a coven of witches, let alone would they go to children who are what? How old are these kids? 8, 9?
So he's talking about it now.
The same age as Anakin, who was literally the chosen one, and the entire council forbade his training. Yet the only reason he was trained is because of Qui-Gon's dying wish, and because and even after that he was still denied, and Obi-Wan said, I will leave the council, I will stop becoming a Jedi to fulfill my master's wish of training the chosen one. But here we are, Jedi stopping on some random planet to a coven of witches away from the Republic to train children who are above the age that is required or recommended to be trained by the Jedi. I mean, he's
spewing all his know-how right now. You can tell, you can see he understands Star Wars, and he's like letting you know, like, so you did this, and you did that, and you did this, and you did that, when you know.
An absolute mockery. This is what happens when you don't understand Star Wars, and you're given
Where'd I get that from?
$180 million paycheck to go and write Star Wars. I just don't really know what to say, man. I just don't get it. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's 2 lesbians. I don't care, man. That's cool, man. The witches of Dathomir have all been women, and they rule over the men. They rule over the Brotherhood, the Night Brother. That's established. That's totally fine. There's no problem there with that. So anyone who wants to throw, the ists and the phobes, please take an exit. This is just an absolute bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that we have to even say stuff like that, to where we have to say, that we're fine with women, we're fine with the LGBTQ community, we're fine with all races. You have to say all that before you even talk about something, because their talking point, what they always want to say is they want to lie on you and then say that you are a racist or istophobe or whatever. It sucks that you have to say that you have to have video proof of you saying that, and almost everybody does it. Almost everybody does it, no matter what it is, whether it's race, whether it's gender, whether it's sexuality. Everybody says it, from the biggest channels to the smallest channel. They'll say, and I don't even have a problem with this. How, and then they'll say, but this happened, and and this person was this, and this person was this, and this person was wrong. But you have to say that you don't have a problem with this, because those are all the hot buttons in the media right now. Because if you don't, they're going to lie on you and say that you do, which is sick in itself. That the opposing people out there that have a different point of view have to lie to even try to smear your name or win an argument. They must lie on you. They're willing to resort to evil, to bad things, and lie on you and smear your name because they don't agree with you. So who's really right and who's really wrong?
It's a train wreck. I don't know what is this. I'm gonna go watch The Empire Strikes Back.
It is a train wreck.
This is some $180 million, and you give it double double the price of
Double the
Kenobi.
fun. Is there a rhyme in there somewhere? Double.
I don't know.
Double the fun. Sounds like something I've heard about candy or something.
Yeah,
Someone play.
I just don't understand.
Someone play like the sad Hulk music over his. Bling 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 bling. Remember the old Hulk show with Bill Bixby? He would walk away at the end. There was always that sad music. Bling 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 bling. Bling 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 bling. Bling 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 bling.
And I don't think I ever will. You know, we need to clean house. Over there. We need to hire some new people. Because this is just... I want to love Star Wars, man. I really want to love it. But this is just so far away from... This is not even Star Wars. This is just...
Something else.
Everything from the music to the directing to the shots to the space.
Just bad fan fiction right now.
Ships alone. This just looks so goddamn boring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. What do you guys think? This is weird. It's weird, dude.
Yeah,
know,
so I can just laugh and get through it, buddy. What do I think? It's a big old piece of trash. Oh, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. And the main thing that it is boring. That's the main thing. Don't care how different it is, different aspects and this and that. And yeah, it's boring. At least be intriguing. It's boring. That is its biggest fault. All the other woke garbage is part of it. But the fact that it's that boring is a sin. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Get over and follow Star Wars Theory. Tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you.